All right, so yeah, back again. Sorry about that. Had to run in a bakery to get some breakfast before I start work. So, but yeah. So we know that it. First of all, this word was given to the Israelites, and not to all Israelites, to a certain elect amount of Israelites. All right, that the Most High has chosen to come into His word and to His mercy. Okay, those will be the same ones that are going to be saved when He comes back again. So it says, yet if any man suffer as a Christian. Now, what's a Christian? A Christian, like I said, it goes back to the anointed ones. Okay, the ones who believed and followed Yahawashi. Now back in the Roman Empire, because they had control over Jerusalem and many other parts of the world, of the so-called known world back then. So if anybody was believing in Yahawashi and out there teaching, out on the streets, on the highways and byways back then, teaching Yahawashi and what he taught, they got persecuted. All right, they got tortured, persecuted, thrown in jail. Why? Because they were preaching of another kingdom other than the one that was ruling, which was the Roman Empire. That same kingdom is ruling now. The end of it, of the Roman Empire. All right, because the Roman Empire came back again spiritually as America, NATO, and the EU nations. All right, but especially America. All right, so why were the Christians suffering and persecuted? For that same reason, man. Prophesying that that they were gonna go down, right? That the Romans were gonna go down, and that they were gonna be subdued by our king when he comes back, right? Yahawashi. So, back then, people went back and reported to Caesar. They're like, you have a group of people saying that a king is gonna come to take you out of rulership. So that's sedition, right? That's sedition. That's you're going against the king. So those Caesar will decree to lock up the Israelites that believed in Yahawashi, or to kill them, right? They put them in the arenas, to fight against animals, wild animals, lions and bears and all kind of crazy animals and stuff that tore them to pieces. And they even had children, man, of the believing Israelites that believed in Yahawashi, had them tortured, man, and killed. So these things are gonna happen once again here in America, all right? Because they're trying to bring in this new world order, man, and they ain't trying to have anybody who come up against them to stop them. They're gonna kill them. All right. So the only ones that will remain would be the elect of the Most High, that the Most High had appointed for them not to die. And then you're gonna have some that will perish, but they'll be the first, perish in Yahawashi, but they'll be the first to rise with the Lord when He comes. Right? That's what was that? First Thessalonians, the 4th chapter. So the real Christians are Israelites. All right, like it says in the book of Acts, Paul and Barnabas were called Christians first at Antioch. And who would Paul tells you what he was. He in the book of Romans, the 9th chapter, and Romans, the 11th chapter, he tells you who he is. He's an Israelite, and so was Barnabas. Okay. And we already know Israelites have no dealings with the heathen. So why would Barnabas be of another nation? No, he was an Israelite as well. Okay, so the real Christians are the Hebrew Israelites, man. And who are they today? They are the people that go by the name of blacks, Latino, Native American Indians, Seminole Indians, right? You know, our peoples they are scattered throughout North, Central, and South America, man, and throughout the world. Okay, the peoples of the Caribbeans, the indigenous peoples of the Caribbean islands. All right, the natives of the island, you know, and the people that came there as slaves to those islands. Those are the lost tribes of the nation of Israel, man. All right, Columbus knew exactly who they were when he came, because you know, the other Apostle Tahar and the brother Kazak from the Mississippi camp, they brought out how he had that Hebrew interpreter. I believe his name was Lewis the 12th. So anyway, it says, let him not be ashamed. Right, don't be ashamed, because if you suffer for the if you suffer for a good thing, that's an honorable thing, man. Even if you're put to death for it, okay? You know, at least you lived your life, you know, faithfully and in the truth. And when you come back, because there is a coming back, okay, you are reincarnated. You know, you will be, well, shit, once you go into the spiritual realm, man, you're going up there in glory, man, because you died for the word, for preaching the word of Yahushua, man. You know, so, and definitely you will receive your crown. Okay, no doubt about that. And then, you know, like I said, you'll be raised up amongst the first to rise and to go into those holy ships when Yahushua comes back. It says, let him not be ashamed. So you when you suffer for this thing, man, you know, don't be ashamed, you know, but rejoice. It says, let him glorify the Most High on this behalf. Right, you got to glorify the Most High when you catch hell for this word, for this truth. Okay, whether it be directly or indirectly, you know, because you're in the faith, you're gonna catch hell no matter what. You gotta drink that cup, you know, as it is written, through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom of the Most High. Shit, I'm going to work early in the freaking morning. That's tribulation in itself, man. You know, you gotta work for peanuts. The dollar keeps devaluing, so you gotta pay more for shit. You know, so this kingdom is based on oppression, man, an oppressive system. So, but anyway, yeah, so I just wanted to bring that out real quick. You know, the verse of the day, 1 Peter 4:16. Yet if any man suffer as a Christian, let him not be ashamed, but let him glorify the Most High on this behalf. So definitely we gotta glorify Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. You know, the water, Yahweh Shai, for giving us his word, for waking us up. And all glory be to our Lord Yahweh Shai, who suffered for our sakes, you know. So now let us suffer for him. And with that, I'm gonna sign off. Elder Sakaran Shalom. Once again, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. The water and Shalom.